Hello! Thank you so much, Rick. It was so great to see you. I've known him for so long, and it means so much. Thank you all for having me. I'm sure there's a decent amount of you who recognize me. Obviously, I've been a part of the Gala since I was about 4, so I've been doing this for so long. And I'm so grateful that Rick is here because I've known him for so long. Growing up, I got to be a part of this, and I got to dress up with my friends and get our hair done and assist with a live auction. And I even got to hold a puppy one year, which was quite fun. Truth be told, even though I've grown up coming to the Gala, I'm still incredibly nervous about speaking today. I know how important my role is with the foundation now that I'm 19 and can advocate for myself and for the others with cystic fibrosis. I also grew up attending the Mariners golf tournament, which is so great because so many of our representatives are here today, and it's such an honor. I feel confident speaking on our behalf of the foundation and all of those with CF, saying that we absolutely cherish this partnership. Thank you for over 30 years of tremendous support. I feel pretty blessed to have grown up being surrounded by people such as Raul Ibanez, Jeff Nelson, and Jay Buhner. Who else can say that Jay Buhner came to their classroom to surprise them on April Fool's Day? A lot has happened in the 15 years since I was first here, but for now, I'll start at the beginning. I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis when I was 2 weeks old. My main problems have been with my stomach, lungs, and most commonly, my sinuses. Since then, I have been hospitalized for my lungs 8 times. And I've had 22 sinus surgeries. I have to have surgeries every 8 months to keep up with chronic pain and infections, and my next surgery is scheduled for February 14th. I take a handful of pills every morning and have lung therapy regimen every night and morning. Many of you know firsthand how cystic fibrosis affects people physically, primarily in the lungs and digestive system, but you may not know how devastating this disease is mentally. Besides dealing with the physical aspect of CF, the struggle with my mental health has been far greater of a challenge. Due to this chronic disease, I also struggle with anxiety and depression. This makes it incredibly difficult to get myself out of bed in the mornings and causes me to panic over anything I don't understand or have control of. Having a disease that forces me to have a time limit on my life impacts everything I do. I'm forced to deal with the things that matter and move past the things that don't. I grew up not thinking I'd make it past 18, thinking I'd be too sick to achieve everything I wanted. I have a disease that is so hard to fight, both mentally and physically. The gravity of the situation is desperate, and I want you to know it from my perspective. It has been studied that over 6,000 patients with cystic fibrosis in the US and 8 European countries have anxiety and depression. This struggle is greater than just me. I'm not alone. This is a serious problem, and I'm glad it has become a top priority for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. I wish that any 5-year-old Annie had someone to talk to start off young, addressing problems and catching them before they become life-altering. I believe that we need a counselor or coach that work with our clinical teams who are trained specifically for what we need. CF patients need to have someone by their side for the whole fight, who isn't just there for their physical health, but for their mental health as well. I look forward to working closely with the foundation to advocate for the CF community to make sure all needs are addressed. Despite these challenges, I've fought and continued on. I've made it to 19, and I'm going to make it to 20. I still have things to do. In the past year, I've worked, bought my own car, got my license, and graduated from high school. I love music and concerts and drove my friends and I to Spokane to see our favorite band last weekend. I also went to London for the first time earlier this month and got to have lunch with some friends I've met through Harley Marine. They travel over the pond every year, and I'm so grateful and excited to see that they're here tonight. Despite everything I fight every day, I make sure to take every opportunity I get to fully enjoy the things I love. Thank you all for being so supportive and making the effort to change the lives of those with CF. I appreciate it so greatly, and I'm so excited to see the improvement we can make together. Thank you.